cut the national debt so far. And still got all these other things in.
Okay, so this is Biden here saying that he cut the national debt so far. I'm not sure what that other statement was, but take a look at the M2 money supply. Did he cut the national debt? This is the money printer, if you may. So right here is when Biden got into office, January of 2020. Every 4 years, we go through these presidential elections, and that's that. But look what happened to the M2 money supply over the past 4 years. Look at this. It just went up to the right. Since April or June of 22, we had a little bit of a retracement on the M2, but this is like putting in a higher low. Like, look where it started, look where it's currently at. Nothing was cut. So this is the national debt that he's referencing. Does this look like it's getting cut? Yeah, these numbers just keep going up and up and up. This has not been cut, guys. Don't listen to what they say. You have an option to opt out. But the latest from the Biden administration, this 44.6% capital gains tax proposal is likely a nothing burger. The market actually did get shocked from this yesterday, but think about how ridiculous this is. He wanted to introduce a 44.6 federal capital gains tax policy that probably wouldn't affect most people in crypto, according to crypto tax commentators. So, but one thing to note is that this is just a proposal. This is not going to pass because theoretically what he's talking about is, let's say you build a business from scratch and qualify for Biden's new 25% unrealized gains tax. So basically, what you have to do is sell 25% of your business to pay the tax. Does that make too much sense? But now you have to pay 44.6% cap gains plus 13.3% capital allocation on top of that. So you actually have to sell 37%. Yeah, no one really quite knows, but this is ridiculous. Before we go any further, check us out, Bitcoin Bros 101. Once again, under the Learning tab, we have ebooks and courses and a cheat sheet for airdrops that we pulled together for you. Check them out there. Our premium Patreon pass, if you want to become a part of our community, engage with the Bitcoin Bros 101, check us out. Sign up. The community is definitely growing. Take a look at the Bitcoin price chart. As we mentioned, this is on the weekly chart, but we are down to 63.6K. What do we see? What do we anticipate? One thing to note, we did get that pullback. We were like at 65 yesterday when that capital gains news came out. You know, it sort of shocked the market a little bit, dipped a little bit. Nothing to be afraid of because we are still up and to the right. Once again, the trend's your friend to the end, and this trend you can definitely see is going up and to the right, putting in low, higher, high, and right now we've seen that this 20 crossed over the 200. We're still above the 20. All is good. And Oliver Velez weighs in on this U.S. debt debacle that we just referenced. It's exploding $1 trillion every 100 days. This is the fastest in history. The interest on the debt is expanding 1 trillion every year, something that we've never seen. Boomers can't say they've been through this. No generation has ever seen this. You are thought of as stupid. The majority still thinks Bitcoin, the only safety from this, is a scam. Why not blatantly lie to you bozos? He has a point because a majority does still think that Bitcoin's a scam, and Bitcoin is the only thing that you can opt out to beat this debasement of the currency, because that's what this is doing, is debasing your hard-earned dollars. With all the FUD, we have this coming in. Hong Kong's first batch of spot Bitcoin Ether ETFs officially approved and start trading on April 30th. So once again, this is more pent-up demand for the scarcest asset known to man. More ETFs are passing in the Eastern world. So we got the ETFs on the Western world, and now ETFs are starting to pass in the Eastern world. All the Bitcoin is going to continue to get gobbled up. And even though people are freaking out, we are still in an uptrend, and the trend to 95K could be around the corner. This could pose to reach this very soon, and this could be within the next coming month. And with that, altcoins, the Bitcoin dominance has been in this rising wedge. This is from Mikey Bull Crypto. So this is putting in higher highs and higher lows, and the bearish divergence with the RSI has been confirmed. This is a bearish channel, typically has a fall down to the downside, and we're seeing that we need to get a retracement. Look at this. When this happens, we're going to see alts rally, but Bitcoin's still in its parabola. Sometimes it's important to zoom out. As you see this trend line, the trend's your friend to the end down the RSI. We retest it, then blast off to the upside, retest it, blast off to the upside. This retest happened. What the next month's going to look like to the upside. And then Titans of Crypto. Look at this deviation, and we come into this channel in a bullish fashion, trade sideways, then break up to the upside. Look at here, bullish crossover on the MACD. Every time this happens on the daily, what happens? Price appreciation. We just had this bullish crossover. He has it going up to 115,000. So as we mentioned before, 95,000 was the target, which is down here. So 95 to 115 is a wide range, but definitely a huge signal. We hope you are prepared. So looking at the Bitcoin price chart, why are people freaking out? Because if you follow the herd, you're going to be led to the slaughter. That's what typically happens. But let's just draw some trend lines. You know, the trend's your friend to the end. Now this is a channel. We're not really like support and resistance levels, but this channel seemed to be respected. You see, you've been respecting the channel. We fell out of it. It was just a back test. Came back up, fake out again, got back into it. Could we fall lower? Possibly, but we could also continue to the upside over the next coming months if we extend this. If we, just have a cool off, and then by July hit this upper bound, that's that $95,000 range. Would this be a sell metric? We have to look at other indicators. This is the Pi cycle top indicator being one of them. Right now we're not quite seeing a sell signal yet. We did break above this briefly as far as the 350 daily moving average. And could we come down? The lower bound of this right now is at 56,000. Is a possibility we come back and test this? It's possible, but maybe not likely. But once we get back above this green line, that's when the fun begins. Zooming out on this chart once again, the last time we got above this green line, the peak came shortly thereafter. This was late December of 22, and the peak came 3 months later. This came in May of 2017. The peak came about 6 months later. Every time we get above this, there are peaks. We had a double peak. This got out late January, peaked at April, so 2.5 months. Got back out of it October and peaked November, so a month later. So the main level we have to pay attention to is this green line. And right now this green line sits at 78,000. So will we get above this level comfortably? That's when the euphoria starts to happen in the market and what we have to pay attention to. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. If you guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. Once again, don't forget to check us out at Bitcoin Bros 101. Our learning courses are here, and you can get plugged in with our premium Patreon pass, Bitcoin Bros 101. And with that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.